Hello everyone, this is Stir Smith with That Ink's Poppin', where the ink does what it says. Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to maintain your ET-85 Epson printer and others printers as well, okay? Today going to be something simple, video on how to maintain your printer for those that use your printer on a daily usage, all right? Just like a car, you need oil changes, filter changes, make sure you put good gas in and make sure you wash the car. Your printer as well needs to be taken care of also, especially if you use your printer for long times out of the day and you do a lot of work with it, okay? Because you guys have to understand too, within this video, I will be talking about why a lot of time you guys are seeing piece of rows or lines in your print when you print. That because a lot of time it could be issues with the ink, too much ink flowing on your paper, your paper not absorbing the ink quick enough. It could be a lot of different variables. It could be residue built up. It could be from your pieces. It could be from your rollers within your printer as well. Um, you guys have to understand if you use your printer that long every day, that you need to maybe do like a daily quick maintenance on it. Okay. I'm also gonna be going over how to change the maintenance box as well because that's easy also. Okay. And for this video here, all I'll be using is some rubbing alcohol, Randex, uh, paper towels, and Q-tips, and syringe, as you guys can see, okay? Just those simple things that I'll be using at the moment, all right? I was eating my ice cream, as you guys can see over here, and I just thought to myself, hey, you know what, let me do a video for those in need, that need to learn how to maintain their printer, especially for guys that you're going on vacations, because I'm also be showing you guys how to do manually head cleaning job as well that could keep you from having to have a field maintenance box where you have to replace your maintenance box all the time, where you can manually do it yourself, okay? Because well, I'm gonna get more into that. I want you guys to stay tuned for this brief intro and enjoy, and I'll be right back. Thank you.
You know it's hard out here for the things when your printer's not printing what you think. We have all the colors that you may need from a company that name is That Ink's Poppin'. Hard out here for the things when your printer's not printing what you think. We have all the colors that you may need from a company that name is That Ink's Poppin'.
All right, everyone. This is Sir Smith again. We are back. And today's video will be how to maintain your Epson ET-85 printer and more, all right? And what I'm going to do is start off with the simplest things to the somewhat hardest, okay? So what we're going to talk about first is, let's say you guys want to know how to change your maintenance box, okay? For the ET-85 Epson printer. It is so simple, okay? As you guys see here, this is location. On top is where your maintenance box is, okay? It is very simple to see that, all right? And guys, remember in this video, it will be bumpy here and there. It'll be some zooming in and out because I don't have a personal video recorder. So I had to do everything myself with my, I guess you want to call it my video recording stand. So sometimes I have to move it back and forth. It'll be a little shaky. So guys, bear with me. I'm doing it for you, okay? So please don't get on me too much about it, all right? So as I slide up the camera closer, so I can be able to show you guys what I'm doing here better, is here to change your maintenance box. It is simple as this little tab notch thing here. You want to take it, your finger, push against it, and it lifts up like that. Look how simple that is. Okay? Again, so simple. Push against it, and it'll come up easy, okay? And here, as you see when I have done that, it's showing you your maintenance box. So let me move the camera a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit better. All right, here we go. All right, here goes your matrix box. So what you'll do is take your finger or two fingers and you'll gently pull out, okay? You see? Pull out, okay? You'll gently pull out and it'll expose your matrix box for you to lift up and see, and remove it, okay? Then let's say I put this away and I have my new matrix box. Well, only thing I do is get my new matrix box. We're gonna act like this new matrix box, right? And we're gonna put it back inside. Okay? So we're gonna slightly put it down like we're doing your Legos or something, or a puzzle, and just slide it back in. Make sure it snaps back in place, okay? Then it just, once we complete, just close the lid. That's so simple, okay? Again, fast. Latch, pull to the left, expose it, and lift out. Replace, come here, set down, push, complete. And I always change my matrix box with the power off, okay? That's just something I do, all right? Then we just put it on the door, and boom. All right, we have that first part out the way for matrix work for our printer here, okay? All right, now the next thing that I'm going to talk about and go over with you guys is, let me move the camera. Remember I tell you it's gonna be a little shaky and bumpy here and there, but bear with me. I will get it together. All right. All right, guys. Let's talk about some things that that could possibly goes on with your printer when you print. All right. As you guys see here, these little black rubber things here, these are the rollers that help roll out your paper while it's printed to the front of your printer. Okay. These are the rollers. These are your paper rollers, right? Those little black things here. Those little black things here. Those are your rollers. What you may want to do, you can either take your Q-tips. Let me set this down here. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Just hold on. You may want to take some Q-tips, right? Q-tips, okay? About to get a Q-tip out of my sandwich bag here. All right. You may want to take a Q-tip. What I do is I'll put some rubber alcohol on the tip of my Q-tip, but I make sure I squeeze it out a little bit. Squeeze it, because I don't want it wet. I just want it damp, okay? Just damp good enough, all right? Then I will literally rub against these rollers, okay? And I try to make the roller spin if I can, if I have to, okay? I try to make it spin to best of my ability, all right? But not just that. Here, you see this area here? It look inkyish. It need to be cleaned as well. I don't know how much I could get out of here if it spins itself, but I just try to clean in here. I try to clean my rollers, you know, then I go to the next. So on and so on. Okay? Alright? Then once I'm done, I flip it over and I use it for, hey, any other roller maybe, okay? Alright, now let me talk about this other area here. You guys will see on this metal part here, this metal part here, you will see some ink residue that is along here as well. That's where I'll take my paper towel. I use maybe Rendex or rubber alcohol as well. Okay? And I would just literally clean that off. Okay? Alright, check this out. I'm going to move the camera over just a little bit, okay? Because I'm going to show the print head. Okay, cool. As you guys see well, I can point on my finger. As you guys see here, this is your print head, okay? You will have to do the same cleaning once you unlock your print head where it's able to move back and forth, okay? And I will show you guys how to do that in a moment, all right? But for now, just just talking about it, that there's also rollers that's gonna be on the opposite end of your printer head as well, okay? And also you'll see this little mechanism here that I wonder if I can spin it. No, I can't spin it, but hey, I did try to clean here, you know, as well. And I also take my paper towel, and I would, you see in this area here, you see, here, I would damp. I do that too. I just gently just damp off, okay? I'm not trying to go too hard. I'm just damping, just get a little excess ink, built up residue, and see, okay? See, so you guys can see that it's not really that much dirty for me because I do this on a daily or every other day, okay? All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna set you guys back down with the camera. And remember, it's gonna be a little shaky, but I want to unlock my print head, okay? I want to unlock my print head, okay? This is the print head I'm talking about, okay? But in order to do that, I would have to, let me get my my little friend here. I want to, I have to push on the power button, but before I do that, I'm just letting you guys know that it's going to start doing its thing. As soon as it start acting like it want to have activity, like it want to move down this way here, okay? When it act like it want to move down this way here, I want to unplug that joker. And make sure you guys pay attention, because that sucker fast. I mean, it go back and forth before you would know it. You're like, wow. So I want you to just get it to unlock, act like you get it to unlock, and hear activity. Then once I hear a little click, this here, I'm going to plug it before you could just start getting going, okay? And the reason why, because I want to, and the reason why I want to do this here, because I need a print head to be able to move side to side so I can manually clean my print head. Because within the print head, guys, when you do a self print head cleaning within the software, or maybe the printer itself, it only gonna clean under the print head. It don't get along around those edges as well, for maybe that ink that has been overflowing from your paper when you print. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, like, okay, imagine this here, okay? It's your print head, the bottom of your print head, okay? And your print head going back and forth, okay? You guys know that, right? Okay, imagine there's water, and you go into the water here like a flood. What happens is it goes around those edges, okay? And you just driving through. You guys know when you drive through in the car and you see how, or you see somebody driving, and how the outside, you see the water and everything affect everything on the outside. Where when you do a self-cleaning, it doesn't clean around those edges. So guess what happened, guys? When you're using your printer on a daily, it causes buildup. And you have all that goo, ink, just exposing, just build up just around the edges of your print head. Now, this is not the print head. This is just an example, okay? But what we need to do is just manually try to do something that could help with that issue as well. Okay, they help us with our lines within our printing. Okay, now to me, I feel like there's two different type of line issues. If I see my line going from side to side, if I see my line going, to me, I feel like that's a print head issue, that it's flooding somewhere and it's built up for my print head, okay? If I see it go, to me, I feel like that's a piece roll issue, whereas we talk about here, a roller issue, okay? Hold on, let me show better, because somebody say, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like that's a roller issue here, okay? If I feel like it's going from side to side, my lines and my paper going this way, I feel like it can be from the print head having excess build up ink on the outside, or it's overflowing because there's too much ink coming out of your printer while you print it on your paper. Because guys, let me tell you something. Of course, you guys may have your favorite paper that you use, all right? I won't be saying any names, but not all paper is good paper. It may press good, but hey, we don't know if it absorbs ink good or well enough, okay? We just, you have to do your trial and error. You have to buy a different paper different paperweight, GSM, GS, however you guys go by it. The thickness of it. You gotta have to see what works with what, because and also, well, I get into that later, because we don't know how, we don't know when the print head is working doing its thing. We don't know how hard it's rubbing your paper or at all. I feel like it shouldn't be. I feel like your print head should not have to be on your paper. We don't know if the thickness too much. You have to learn your printer. You got to see what printer and paper is good for your printer when you print. All right, and we'll talk about those settings in a minute. How to change your thickness, paper size within your printer in just a moment. All right, but for now, what we're about to do is unlock our print head so we can manually talk about how we're gonna manually clean our printer ourselves. Okay. So stay tuned and bear with me. I'm gonna set this down a little bit. It's gonna get a little shaky. Bear with me. Okay. Trying to get you guys within the view here. Let me remove my so-called print head. All right. Now, remember, in order for us to get our print head unlocked so we can be able to move it back and forth, we have to power on, and you gotta get ready to unplug it once you start to feel like it's unlocked itself and it's gonna go this way, okay? We don't want it to do that. We want to unlock that joker. We don't want to go down here and come back. We want to unlock that joker and get it. Okay? Let's see if I can do this right on the first try, all right? Here we go. All right, here we go. Turn it on. All right, see? There we go. Boom. Unplugged it. Because I felt like that right there was an unlocking moment for me, okay? So let's see if I did this right. I sure did, okay? Boom. So that's what you guys want to do. Just rewind this part if you have to. So what I did was, I heard it click. That means I heard something down there. I heard a little lock unclick itself. Then it lifted up. I'm going to tell you guys, it's safe to unplug it in, okay? Either, isn't it? Okay? So now, since we have our print head unlocked, where I can move it from side to side, I'm going to talk about the remainder. Let me move the camera up. I'm going to talk about the remainder of the rollers that need to be cleaned, as you see over here, okay? You guys can see that down there. Okay, and you also clean this little mechanism here, this little gear looking mechanism. You can dap here. And also, let me move this up too. All right. You see here, I'm gonna use my little handy thing here, okay? You see here, I would take a Q-tip or something, and I would gently, so gently, I would just wipe, just go along the edges, okay? It won't hurt, just gently, guys, just gentle. Don't act like you're trying to jump on it. Just gently rub against that thing, okay? You just do what you have to do until you feel like, okay, I cleaned it just enough, all right? All right, boom. Now, if we move the camera back a little bit. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm about to move the camera up closer so we could talk about what the next step here. I hope I got this right. Bear with me. Great. Good. So I'm going to move my print head again, okay, to the side here. All right. And you guys remember the paper towel that I said we need? Paper towel that I said we would need, okay? What I want to do is I try to take at least two. I try to take 2 paper towels, all right? And I do save paper towels, like when I'm changing my ink cartridges or something like that and get a little messy. And I take them, I store to the side, so I won't be have to waste money on buying paper towels. And I use them for this here, as long as it's not just dirty. Look, this little excess ink, it's not gonna do anything. So but what I want to do is just take the paper towel. I just want to fold them, and I want to fold it one more time, and I want to flatten it. Okay, you guys can flatten it how you flatten it. Me, I just try to Because the goal is, let me come over. The goal is I want to set my paper towel here, okay? Down in here. But I want to make sure it's flat, okay? So bear with me. Okay, let me, hold on. I want to make sure that if I'm my cleaning solution, in which I use Windex, I want to make sure I have this damp first, okay? And let me go ahead and do that for you guys, okay? As well. I'm just gonna do it for you now. So let me turn the camera over here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm taking my Windex here, right? Back off a little bit. I'm taking my Windex. I'm opening it up. And yes, I do have a big old jar of Windex, okay? So don't laugh at me too much. And I'm going to pour some Windex on it so I feel it's getting a little soaky. Okay? As you see here, let me move from light just in case. As you see, I got my paper towel damp. And I want to squeeze it together. The goal is to get it completely from here to here wet. But I'm doing a tutorial and I don't want it to be all day long doing that, okay? And you got to get the point. All you have to do is make sure it's damp from here to here, the whole paper towel. We want it damp. We don't want it soaky wet. Do not make your paper towel soaky wet. We just want it damp. Thank you. All right. All right. Come around the camera, working my way back around. About to move you guys a little bit. Okay. Okay, let me see. That's fine. Okay, now taking my paper towel from one end, set it down, flat. I want it flat. Okay, in here. It don't have to be perfect. In the middle, whatever, however you want to do it. Okay, but I'm just gonna bring it a little closer here. Okay, and I always tap down. Make sure I try to get it flat as possible. Don't press hard. Okay, guys, do not press hard. You're not fighting your machine. All right. So now, what I want to do is I'll take my two fingers at the, let me try to do my camera better. I'll take my two fingers here and I hold it down as I move my print head towards it so it could go over the paper towel, okay? So bear with me, guys. I'm doing it by myself. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna work this out. Okay, gonna be a little shaky maybe. I'm trying not to. Well, let me just set it down like this. I'm gonna work from this way. Okay, so you guys can see it's not like this lid is completely moved out your way, so they make it hard for you. But basically, I just want to take my two fingers and I'm gonna push my print head towards that paper towel, and I want it to go over. And I keep my hands to keep it pushed down as I go along, okay? Until, as you see here, I expose, you see here, the other side of the paper towel is showing. Okay, now, you see the upper paper towel, you see that ink residue? You see that? Now, if you guys know you're going on vacation, you may want to do this before you leave out for your vacation, okay? Because all that ink could just be, now think about this here, the ink just sitting there. And you leave for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What do you think will happen? It's going to be hard and dry. And you're like, oh, my printer, oh, what the ink, oh, my ink supply ink bad. No, your ink supply ink not bad, okay? On that part, that's your fault. That is your fault for not doing maintenance work on your printer. Take care of your printer. You have to. It's not our job to take care of for you guys. We supply everything you get, and I give you the knowledge how to clean it. It's up to you guys to just do it. Okay? So take your print head and just go back and forth. Go back and forth. You know, you can do this many times. that you feel needed, okay? You can do this many times until you feel like, hey, the paper towel is clean enough, all right? And it's as simple as that. Once you get done, you just, if you have to hold one end just to move it, so you completely move to the side, do that, okay? And look at that, okay? Now, you can do that as many times you want until you get it looking clean and somewhat, okay? So, you know, as you see, I'm just taking this out and I'm just putting it to the side. And I'm setting the camera down, adjusting you guys a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do now, once you are happy with doing everything I told you guys to do, also on the other side of the print head, remember, clean off this little metal part as well, as I talked about earlier, okay? And your rollers, don't forget, okay? I know you guys remember that. I'm just trying to, hey, just in case, you never know. It's so simple. Look how simple that is. Do that on a daily if you have to, or every other day, okay? It helps out a lot, all right? Alone, you have to also trial and error with your paper to see what works best. Sometimes you may have to change your paper type settings from premium presentation mat to maybe presentation mat. If presentation mat don't work for you, hey, you guys may have to go ahead and use plain paper mat because your ink will be laying down too much ink against your print head in that paper. The paper may not be absorbing correctly or not, fast enough for you guys. But I'm also going to show you guys a couple of settings within your printer here that you could do as well to help out with that too. Okay, so let me take my printer head and bring it back. I'm about to plug up my printer. Okay, so bear with me, guys. And let me tell you something. The printer does not like being unplugged forcefully. They're gonna tell me about myself. Let me move my LCD screen down. Okay, you see it's powering on. You see that? You see it blinking? Yeah. Let's see if it's gonna say anything to me or cuss me out. Boom. It didn't cuss me out. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, just read that there. All right, blah blah. And we just say dismiss. Okay. So now before we do anything else, I want to make sure I talk about this here, okay? If you know you're going on a vacation, just close down your lid. Remember, if you know you're going on vacation, close down your lid, like I'm about to do here. All right? And turn the bad boy off, all right? If you're going on vacation for more than a week or so, all right? Okay? Now, then once you come back for your vacation, you can come back and resume from the video, or you remember the video, and we are going to, within our print settings, you know what? I don't want to do a print head and auto check right now, okay? We could do that later. But for now, I don't want to do that, all right? Let me lift this back up again. And let me adjust my camera, guys, so we can talk about what's going on next. Okay? And remember, shake your video a little bit here and there. So please forgive me. All right. What I want to go ahead and do is hit home. I don't want to do that right now, okay? Well, right now what we need to do, we need to talk about is settings, all right? We'll get to the maintenance later. But let's talk about settings, all right? I have done this in one of my other videos, but I'm going to do this one too as well. Okay, I'm going to settings. I'm clicking settings. Okay. I'm going to go to printer settings, paper source settings, paper setup. All right. So for each cassette, I want to tell my printer what I want to do, okay? All right. my paper type. I want to choose my paper type within here, okay? Now, you guys have to remember, if you're having issues, bad issues, even after you got done doing everything I just said, you guys may want to go straight and just do plain paper, okay? Plain paper settings, all right? And put it on high within your system software, okay? And also within your system software, you'll choose plain paper and high, okay? But if you guys don't have any issues, like I don't have issues, you could choose premium, paper matte, or presentation matte, all right? It's up to you guys, okay? Now this is for me. And my paper, my sublimation paper, that ink popping sublimation paper, you know, I haven't had any issues yet, okay? But best believe me, I know one day I probably will, but not just yet. I haven't had issues yet, all right? So I just click on premium presentation matte, boom. And I just close. And I do this for, hold on, I go back one more. And I do this for my rear paper feeder as well, okay? I choose my paper size and my paper type. As you see already, I have Super B A3, because I use my rear for my big printing. Well, in which all you guys will. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on it anyways. You see my paper size. You go here, you want to choose the paper size, choose your paper size, whatever. You see that? Click on it, close out, go back to your paper type, choose what you're gonna choose. Okay. And you know what? I never tried thin paper. I never tried velvet, fine art paper. I never have done that stuff. But guys, with that sublimation, that's why you have your own printer to test those things out as well. You never know. Test, 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 test. Trial and error will make you a master. Believe that. I will click Premium Matte. Boom. I'll go back out. I'll back out one more. I'll back out one more. Then I'll go down a little bit. And you see what it say? Thick paper? As you guys can see, my thick paper is off. My GSM paperweight is 120. Okay, that I sell my paper at, and I haven't had no problem with that. I'm gonna tell you this here. There's different weights for different things that you do. Okay, I just find 120 to be a better all-around solutions for everything. Okay, but it's not written in stone. It is something I like. So I don't want nobody jumping on comments or anything saying that I said that 120 is the best. No, I just said for me, I feel like of my experience over 20 years, I find it to do well with a lot of different substrates and material, okay? When it comes to license plates, tumblers, even polyester materials, okay? Fabric, okay? A lot of people say they like to do 125 for fabric, fabric type material, right? Because they say get more ink out of it. But hey, 120 does great, and I'm gonna show you guys video on that. In the future, hey, it keeps up. Okay, it's just my opinion. It's just more of an all around paperweight size for me. 120 is just for me. I'm not saying for everybody in the world. All right, just for me. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying for my experience. All right, moving on. So paper type, you click here. Wait, I said paper type, my bad. I'm sorry, let me close this again. For thick paper, you click here, and you may want to turn this on if you're having pizza roll or I'm gonna say vertical line issues, okay? And just click here, turn it on, then close. Also, you may want to slow down the speed of your printing. You click on quiet mode, you see what it says, reduce the operating noise, the print speed may be slower. Hey, slow that bad boy down, because your paper may not be able to keep up with that, okay? I mean, your paper absorption may not be able to keep up with the speed that it's printing at. And also, you want to go into your software and uncheck bi-directional as well, okay? Within your settings, okay? Your print settings. So I have mine on. and I close. Oh, cool. Guess what? Within your printer, it's here as well. I forgot. Bi-directional, mine is off. Okay? Me, I keep that boy off. Bad boy off, okay? That's just what I do. All right? And I'm trying my best to explain bi-directional, all right? Okay, imagine something. I'm gonna use my little friend here. Imagine something printing from back and forth, left to right, right? With bi-directional on, it would be printing. I don't know. It would be printing from right to left, or I don't know what it does for Epson, or left to right, What, because they're trying to increase the speed time of the prints. And sometimes if your paper is not absorbing the paper right, that's not a good thing to have. What you want to do is, if you're going to print, you want to say, go left, it's going to print all the way to the left, they're going to turn off. They're going to come back, they're going to print for left again, they're going to stop. They're going to come back, turn on. I'm not saying turn it off and on, it's just, they'll stop printing, they'll come back, print left. Not print right, it'll come back, print left. It won't do anything, come back, print left. Or if it goes right, it'll go, you know what I'm trying to say, guys. Left, if it goes to the right, it'll print right, turn off, print right again, turn off, go right again. Hope you guys understand, okay? Density, I leave mine at 0, okay? That's just something I just don't mess with. All right, so with that being done, let me make sure there's nothing else I missed. Boom, okay, so I go back. Let me see, make sure there's anything I missed. I'm just doing it for you guys. Okay, make sure. Okay, cool. All right, let's talk about firmware update. Guys, I always update my firmware, okay? Because this thing is a tank. It doesn't use cartridges. So there's no way of it knowing what ink I put inside of my tank heads, okay? So yes, it is safe to do firmware updates, okay? Thank you. Because I have a video as well. You guys go look for that. And you see me do it on the fly. All right. So I'm going to go back. Click home, whatever, And guys, basically, let me make sure there's anything I didn't miss. Well, guys, that's basically it. To tell you the truth, move it back. That's basically it. With a quick little maintenance that you can do on your for your printer every other day, or maybe the same day. But one of the main thing is take care of your print head. Take care of that bad boy. All right. Make sure you if you're not gonna use it for a couple of days, man, clean that joker off, man. Clean it, okay? Manual clean it. Just doing a power head clean within the software itself, it's not gonna be good enough. I'm just be honest with you, because as you guys see, after you done that, it still have this on. It's gonna have this on it. Look at the ink. I did a power head cleaning, and it's still ink there. Look at this. So what do they tell you? If you go off and leave your printer for days, there's gonna be buildup. There's gonna be issues, drying issues. Okay. And guys, I'm gonna say thank you so much for giving me the time of the day to help you guys out. And again, I'm Sir Smith with That Ink's Popping, where the ink does what it say. You have a great day and happy printing. And I will see you guys later. Guys, make sure you guys please like and subscribe to my channel. They help out so much. I'm trying my best to do everything I know you guys need. The most important thing you guys need, okay? Of course, there's all type of videos of how to press this here. But we need more videos of how to do technical things, okay? And that's what I'm doing for you guys. Support me. Help me out. Thank you so much, all right? And I love you guys. Peace.